doing me a Cashville video. Need your help, Cashville. I heard you took on a protege. I need you to whip that protege into a man. Let him know when he goes after another man, he better be fucking willing to defend himself. Because right now, old Marty, he's playing the fucking victim, saying I fucking came after him. I wouldn't even have known who Marty was. I wasn't paying attention when the boys were calling him Martha. I didn't even fucking pay any attention to him. I was too focused on my own thing until fucking old Marty came to me. Anyways, sitting here watching this Tennessee manifesto, paying attention to this, it's kind of odd, eh? You should look into it. You should look into it. It's kind of weird. Brings me to the point, Cashville. And this ain't a diss track, buddy. Ain't a diss track. The use of the N-word, man. I don't know. I would try and drop it. Why would you call one of your fellow men ignorant? Then again, here's the thing, man. I'm proud to call myself an N-word. You know why? Because I keep myself ignorant. You know that? I do, honestly. Always thirsting for knowledge, knowing that I might not ever have the full truth. But keeping in search of it, knowing of your ignorance, will always keep you searching there, Cashville. That's the difference between me and Marty. That boy thinks he knows everything. But here's the thing. I won't be anybody's N-word. Only me and God. I'm ignorant till I get with him, and then I'll know what I was ignorant on. But I ain't gonna be anybody's N-word. And that's the problem. That's the difference between me and most people. People want me to be the ignorant one. They want to think that they got something up on me. But most of them run and hide. You know what I mean, Cashville? I just want to debate Marty. I mean, I've had a lot of people lie on me. Kind of bothers me. But the one thing I don't like is when you fucking come after me about Jesus. Because to me, he represents the truth. And while I think Marty, he's searching up Jesus light. I think he wants that Jesus that makes him feel good. I think all of you want that Jesus that makes you feel good. Wants you to make you feel like you're doing the right things. The one that came to me, he makes me fucking feel uncomfortable as fuck. He pushes me to the limits, to the points where I gotta look crazy. I gotta do a ton of shit that I don't want to do, but I know in my heart I have to do it. You know what I mean? What am I doing that's wrong, eh, Cashville? You know what I mean? I'm just trying to help the world. I'm watching the Trumper here. Do you understand that case, that fraud case? How can you have a fraud case on a loan that's already paid off? Did you even get this shit? Did you see the lawyer's thing? That lawyer's pretty good. He's trying to tell all you regular people, hey, this is the president of the United States being an ex-president of the United States being silenced. Most people don't have a lawyer like me. They're trying to silence me. But hey, I got a microphone in front of me and I can tell you all what's going on. But most of you are unable to do it. You know why? Because most people sit in their weakness. They won't reach out for Jesus. They won't go for the truth. They won't stop. You know what I mean, Cashville? I want to debate Marty. He started this bullshit. He wants to, how can you tell me? You got to get a hold of this guy. How can you tell me that this boy has love in his heart? How can you tell me he has Jesus in his heart? He hates Canadians, Cashville. He came clear out and said it. Don't you think there's something wrong with this boy's brain? Don't you think he should be brought to common sense? That's all I want to do. Common sense and the truth, you know what I mean? There's no common sense anymore, Cashville. You gotta help this dude out. You gotta make him a man, Cashville. Poor little Marty. You don't even know what's going on in the world. He wants to put me down because I want to do something to save his fucking children. Do you know how fucking stupid, like, you understand why I think people are fucking stupid, eh, Cashville? Because we can make the change real easy, but we got to work together. But nobody wants to fucking work together. Anybody who's in a leadership position wants to stay the fucking leader. They don't want anybody else to be a fucking leader. They want control. They want to have control. But if we all took control, we could all be equal. And we could all have our own kingdoms to our own works. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta tell you, that fucking Snagglepuss, I like how you come to AD's rescue. You know what I mean? You should do that as a man. We should all protect each other. If we think that someone has the truth, we should go protect them. Because that Snaggy guy, I don't think he has the truth. I've caught him in like 50 bazillion lies. And when that guy started talking about AD's children and AD's wife, I kind of lost it. I don't like whether it's AD. Like, that could have been little me he's talking about. And I still would have went up on that panel and fucking blasted him the way I did. Because it ain't right, you know what I mean? That's the problem with human beings these days. They want to stick with men, whether they're right or not. They just want to be loyal with those men, other than searching out what the truth is and figuring out what they should be standing up for. You know what I mean? We've all had family members that we thought we trusted and let us down, right? See, here's the problem. I've always tried to do the right thing, regardless of my consequences. And well, I fucking have certainly paid for it, Cashville. I have paid for it in a large way. Now, I hope you help me out, buddy. Like, I know there's a good man in you, Cashville. You are the only person to reach out to me and fucking say, I'm here, Bubba. Here's my fucking personal fucking phone number. Here it is. You ever want to talk, you let me know. Now, if I was being honest, I just don't trust a whole lot of people, and that's probably based on, I wait, and I check the comments that come in on me, so I haven't really had full trust in you, but I do think you're a good man. I do think, like you offered me, if I ever went to Tennessee again, I fucking do believe that we'd have a blast hanging out together. But, you know what I mean? We all want to diminish each other. Look at fucking Snagglepuss. Trying to diminish everything about you last night. Your music? I mean, My Harley is probably not the best song in the world. But it's kind of catchy, you know what? I don't want to like it, but I do. And hey, I ain't got no songs and I ain't got no fucking music videos out there, buddy. I fucking respect you for that. Your art is fucking good. It's awesome. How could you fucking put someone down for fucking creating something? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with this guy? He's got some real problems. We need to help old Snagglepuss. Because he thinks he knows everything about everybody on the internet. I mean, that guy was trashing everything about me. He's fucking telling me I'm ugly, my wife's... Like, he's concerned about what everybody else's wife looks like. Like, what the fuck? Who the fuck cares, man? Other than they're trying to hurt somebody and... Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Anyways, Cashville, let's get back to old Marty. Let's get fucking Marty on Team Big. Let's get him off Jesus Light. Let's get him into the truth. Because you gotta ask Marty, hey, if it was the end of times and something was to happen, it's done. If me and Marty are standing at the pearly gates together, me fighting for the truth, do you think I get to stay up with God? Or do you think Marty, doing the shit that Marty does, do you think he goes down? Or do you think I go down and Marty goes up? Which one do you think it is? What do you think? Do you think God wants to sit in fear? Do you think God wants us to have safe spaces? Like Marty's Bible says over and over and over again, do not fear. Because, see, here's the thing, bud. I've said it a million times. I don't trust the Bible. It's been in the hands of men that have killed Jesus. You know what I mean? Throughout millennia. King James has a Bible about telling people not to be homo, but yeah, he was. And then he does a book on demonology too. Like, what are we supposed to, like, you guys want to get down on King James? Like, you guys want to get down with King James? But then you got, like, these other things, like the Rosicrucians, like the Gospel of Thomas, the Book of Enoch. Like which stuff do we believe? But hey, you think that the Vatican, that's supposed to be there for everybody and spreading the word of Jesus, why do they have 53,000 feet of just scrolls and stuff? You think that this could all be put into like a website or something so it could be looked at and studied for everybody to get a feeling and understanding for? Like, why is there 53,000 feet of scrolls? You gotta ask yourself that, Cashville. We have to question things. Like, I'm just concerned that your little boy Marty's looking in a book for Jesus, when all you gotta do is search the truth and he'll come to you. You just gotta ask him in. It's painful. And Cashville, trust me, it's painful. When you start to accept the truth, it is hard. It is really hard, and you will lose everybody and everything. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help people. That's all I'm trying to do. I want to share my story, my experiences, as weird as they are, because I'm really kind of done with, on the backslide, like even AD's trying to, likes to throw his little snide remarks in. And he says some good shit too. I love AD, don't get me wrong. I love AD. But he's not who he says he is neither. Am I lying? Did he get off? When he found out that PBR was playing Touch Butt in the park, did he not go off about him being a homosexual? Like, I can tell you he did, because my son, I was listening to it, and he was pretty disappointed. He's like, what are you even listening to, Dad? That guy seems pretty hateful. And then, 2 days later, AD's like, I got no hate in my heart. But no one's like, PBR is another story though, Cashville. I don't, like, any man, can you imagine any man who would sit there and have the knowledge in his noodle that there is a grown man violating a young girl in your own house? I can't fathom how that man could let that go on or continue and then put it off on the woman as it's her fault. Anything that happens to us, Cashville, it's our own fault. If we let it happen, it's on us. We shouldn't be able to blame others. We should fight for the truth. You know what I mean? Because here's the deal. I catch him in all this shit, like, and you gotta know, like, when he brought his son on, his son loves him. Like, I'm not doubting that PBR probably was a good dad. I mean, his kid said some of the best times I ever had were with you, Dad. Like, but here's the deal. PBR's talking about how bad this woman treated his kids and all this other. He allowed that. He picked that woman over his kids, even though he knew what was going on. So how can you blame that woman for the shit that she did? You know what I mean? Sometimes we just got to take responsibility for ourselves. Anyways, I get off track all the time. You got to tell Marty. You got to tell Marty to be a man. We need to make Marty a man. Come on, Marty not being so smarty. Like, he needs to put up or shut up. Like, you can't pick and choose. You can't go after Snagglepuss because he's an easy fucking target. Like, sometimes, if you want to be a man and you want to prove yourself, you have to go after some of the big bosses. I'm putting myself out there for Marty because maybe Marty will teach me some lessons. Remember, I'm ignorant to myself. always thirsting for knowledge. You know what I mean? And if Marty can give me some of his knowledge to make me a better person, I'll take it. But maybe I can feed Marty some information. Maybe we can go over common sense. Whatever happened about that Lilith? Huh? Like there's Adam and Eve, and then you hear the stories of the Lilith. And then you think about, who did Abel and Seth marry? Like that was their sisters. But then we gotta know that incest isn't good, and it will cause issues, right? So you would think that, you know what I mean? This is just why these kinds of things don't make sense to me. But this is why maybe Marty, being a scholar of the Bible, can enlighten me. And maybe I can enlighten him through personal experiences and maybe other avenues of knowledge. Let me know if you can help me out with old Marty. And we can make him a man, Cashville. We can make him a real protege of yours.